Hello, lovely year 10. So I just wanted to talk to you very quickly about your home learning for this Thursday and Friday before you come back into school on Monday. What we want you to do is we want you to make a mood board on PowerPoint. If you can print it off, amazing. If you can't, email it to me or Miss Code, whoever your teacher is. If you're not in my class, don't email it to me, and vice versa. We are going to be starting a personal project, okay, before you start your actual GCSE Component 1 coursework. We've decided to give you four different titles to choose from. And you're going to produce your own project and your own final piece around that title. So the title is important because it's where you get all of your ideas from. So you've got the title Spaces, you've got the title Light and Dark. Sorry, I just dropped my paper. You've got the title Natural Forms, and you've got the title Telling Stories. So I just wanted to talk to you for a couple of minutes about different kind of things that you could think about with regards to these titles to help you look up images that you're then going to add to your mood board. So say you picked the title Spaces. I've done little mind maps for each one, but I'm not going to show you those. I'm just going to give you a few ideas because we want to see what you come up with. So you could think about, if you were going to do the title Spaces, you could think about literal spaces, okay? So I'm looking out on a car park. Now, you might go around and take loads of pictures where you take pictures of the spaces in car parks. I don't know, what have I written down here? Car parks, chairs, keyboards, there's spaces in keyboards, teeth, like literal, where there are literal spaces. There are so many things, I don't need to list them. Then I was thinking about like physical places. So like your house, your home, your space, or other people's homes, other people's spaces, or maybe places that you feel at home. You know, your home or a place where you feel at home doesn't always have to be your house. It might be somewhere that you've been on a holiday. I don't know. It might, for all I know, it could even be a shop, you know. Then I've put where, like, think about where you go. So shops, supermarkets, cinemas, I don't know, wherever you go, wherever you like to go. It's a space, isn't it? Historical buildings. And then, of course, going on from that, you can think about, you know, stories that these places tell, etc., and link that to memories and things like that. You could think about spaces in an aesthetic way. So if you think about it visually, everything is a space, isn't it? And you could think about how you would document that. So maybe if you're more interested in it visually, you might look up photographers who've documented space, or spaces, I should say. We don't mean planets, okay? We don't mean planets. So you could look at photographers, filmmakers, sculptors, especially documentary photography and film. That could be a good thing to look at. You could also think about like repetition and pattern and architecture and things like that. And then, of course, I've put conceptual spaces. So you could think about, you know, headspace, your happy space, virtual spaces. I know loads of you play computer games. That's a space. It just doesn't exist here. It's in the virtual world. Social media. And of course, loads of ideas will come off that. Anyway, that's just a few ideas for spaces. I'm going to try and do this a little bit quicker. Sorry if I keep looking off in other directions because I keep seeing people outside. So Light and Dark, that's another title. So I was thinking again, think about it conceptually. You know, so what does light and dark represent? You know, maybe it's day and night, maybe it's happy and sad. I don't know. What does it mean to you? What's the first thing that comes into your head when you think about the idea of light and dark. It might be a really visual thing that you're thinking of. My initial ideas were all to do with photography, film, lights, shadows, all of that kind of thing is what I was thinking of. So that's a few ideas for that. I don't want to take a long time. So, telling stories, okay? This is a good title. What you don't want to do is go down the cliche of the Alice in Wonderland scenario. Alice in Wonderland, I've made work about Alice in Wonderland. It's a great concept, and it's also a great theme, but you don't want to constrict yourself just to, I know some people will choose this and think, oh, fairy tales. You don't want to constrict yourself just to that one thing. Even if that's something you're interested in, make sure you find a whole range of images, if that makes sense. So I suppose you can think initially, how do you tell a story? You can read a story, you can write a story, you could perform a dance, drama, music, you make a film, video, music. They're all obvious things. Then you can start thinking about the unobvious things. So you can think about your body language, you can think about your facial expressions. I know with loads of you, before I know if there's something the matter with you, if I see your face, you know, you can tell if something's wrong with somebody if you see their face, just through their expression. So think about the not so obvious things. I've got a question for you. Are all artists storytellers? Are they? A lot of art is just a message. Is a message a story? What is a story? You know, you need to kind of decide what you think with regards to that and what images you kind of want to look for, but hopefully this gives you like a little bit of an idea. Then there's natural forms. Now we chose natural forms because you can do some really beautiful things with this. When I think of natural, I can't speak. When I think of natural forms, I'm thinking like observational drawing, shells, nature, really nice like calm tones and things. Thinking of like nice muted colours and things like that. Yeah, if you type in natural forms on the internet, loads of stuff will come up. But anyway, that's what we want you to do. Hopefully my little hasn't overwhelmed you, but I just want you to try and think, okay, you know, I've got a title. Actually, you know, maybe it's not, you know, don't just take it literally. Really think, okay? And don't just type it into Google. You know, try and come up with things that you've come up with on your own. And then when we come back to school, we'll share them, because I'm sure you should all inspire each other. Anyway, take care. See you soon. Bye.